Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, individuals? My weekend warriors, my go-getters, straight up individuals who are determined to become first generation millionaires, taking total control of your financial future. I am talking to you. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, you are a part of a unique group of individuals. One, if you're already a part of this movement, you are an entrepreneur. You are someone who have decided to take control of your financial future, to break generational curses and put you and your family and your future family in a better position financially, guys. So I say, welcome, welcome to all of our teammates, but then to our guests. Man, listen, this is all for you. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, if someone invited you to this overview, they thought very highly of you as an individual who's a go getter, as someone who might simply be sick and tired of being sick and tired and want to take control of your financial destiny. So they invited you into this overview of MWR so that you can take a look at this amazing and exciting movement that's changing people's lives. Ladies and gentlemen, MWR stands for Make Wealth Real, where becoming and staying wealthy is simple. My name is Benjamin McCray here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Coach Ben, and I'm going to break down to you how to shift your income, increase your income, multiply your income, and protect your income with a system that this company has put together where you simply leverage everything our experts, our leadership, and everything that we have, you have the ability to take advantage of. I simply want to say welcome to each and every one of you. I got folks listening in on YouTube. Please like and share, subscribe, folks on our Zoom, folks on our Facebook page. Guys, listen, we are on fire. We're excited about this day. We just got finished having our reading club. And before I go even further, I just want to get some fire emojis. I want participation inside the chat because I want to more so have a conversation than a presentation, guys. If you can hear me clearly, look at you jumping in. Thank you, Marilyn. And you can see the slide presentation. Please, please, please give me some fire emojis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, guys, we are in the right place at the right time. I need you to understand that. If you're here right now, I need you to understand you're not here by accident. You're not here by accident. You could be anywhere on a Saturday morning at a football game. You could be out there shopping and spending up that check that you got yesterday, but you are here right now. I need for you to simply be where you are. What I mean by that is turn off all your distractions. I don't want you to miss this opportunity that you are in position with. I mean, guys, I need you to hear this because being in the right place at the right time is great. But you got to be open. You got to have the right mindset. I mean, people were introduced and had the opportunity to get in front of amazing opportunities like Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, a multi billionaire, it all began with a thought. And he invited a few individuals into his dormitory room, just like someone invited you onto this Zoom. Many people he invited probably stood him up and didn't show up, but then there were those who showed up. Some didn't see the vision and walked away and missed out on a multi-million dollar opportunity. I'm sure you all agree. But then it was those who moved on faith and said, I don't really understand it, but I do not want to miss this opportunity. And those individuals who took a leap of faith with Mark Zuckerberg became multimillionaires, broke generational curses. I could go on and on with opportunities like Amazon, Uber, Walmart, Apple. These are companies that started as a thought. And then folks who had that vision put people around them, and those who took advantage of it became wealthy. Ladies and gentlemen, we missed those opportunities. I know I did. And they say the definition of poor is passing over opportunities repetitively. Then you have what is called P-O, passed over. We were passed over on Facebook, passed over on Amazon, passed over on Uber, Netflix, Apple. No one called us. I didn't get the call. And I need you to understand this. If you don't get the call or an invitation to come to the table, then it's very unlikely that you'll be able to take advantage of an opportunity. Would you all agree? So here's what I need you to understand, and I will put it out there boldly. You can never, ever, ever say, now that you are here today, that you've never been in the right place at the right time. You can never say you've been passed over because someone thought enough of you to simply send you a quick text message or send you an email or made a phone call because they say, I would like to partner up with you. I want you to see this opportunity where now you have the ability to get a second chance of being in the right place at the right time with a company that's first to market opportunity, disrupting the biggest industry out there, which is the finance industry, ladies and gentlemen, a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Understand this, but not only that, no risk of loss. We're not putting you in jeopardy of losing your savings. Not one dime will be lost, and I'm going to explain that to you. And the concept is proven. This isn't no startup company. This isn't no one day it will do this. We have documentation after documentation with our leadership. Understand this, guys. I'm excited. So, what we're talking about here, when you're looking for the right company, there's so many things you got to look for when looking for the right company. I want you to put your business hat on. Understand, first, you got to make sure there's a need in the marketplace. I'm sure you already understand. That's why I say I don't sell this. People need access to getting their finances in order, whether it's improving their credit, getting out of debt, lowering their taxes, becoming homeowners. That's a no-brainer. Folks are hurting financially. That's a no-brainer. That's a major part of what you want to look at when looking into an opportunity. But then you got to make sure this the right company bringing the solution to those problems that people are having. And that's what we have here with MWR. Guys, we're a multi-million dollar debt-free company. Our executive team, as you can see their faces here, have over 100 years of combined industry experience and success. We have track records. We have the receipts. And here's what I need you to understand. The mission of our CEO, Mr. Brian House, is to simply create more millionaires and financially independent families than any other company ever. Ladies and gentlemen, can you not get excited about becoming financially independent, let alone financially becoming a multi-millionaire? I'm going to show you how this company, if you so choose to participate, can help you become a first generation millionaire. And as I share with you, the company is the only opportunity of its kind that has a guaranteed success. If our expert strategies and opportunity cannot put more money in your pockets than the cost of this membership, within the first 30 days, the company says we'll give you a full refund. There is no risk. The only risk is sitting here, getting this information, and just moving forward as business as usual. So, guys, I'm moving forward. Let's jump into what we offer. Because, guys, we have the most comprehensive financial service in the marketplace. Whatever you need in your financial space to secure your finances and build wealth, our membership provides that for you. Whether it is an expert-driven financial strategies where our experts do all the work. They turn your expenses back into income. I need you to put that concept around your head, turning your expenses back into income, multiplying and protecting your money and your assets, showing you how to save and pay and make money on the things you're purchasing already. What this company does, ladies and gentlemen, is what the wealthy have been leveraging for decades. We put people around you. See, the difference between a rich and a poor is not that the rich is smarter than you. See, the rich put smart people around them. The rich got people. Rich people have access. Understand this. They say wealth is not given, it's taught. Understand that we, with this membership, because most of us have been priced out of the system where you pay $500, $1,000 an hour to have a conversation with a CPA or ENA who's going to give you that financial advice to help you to navigate the money game. And listen, it's a money game. If you don't know the rules of the game, how are you expecting to win? And that's what I need folks to really understand, guys. See, with this membership, the membership, our experts are going to show you how to maximize everything that you need in your finances, whether it's saving your money properly, making more money, and creating wealth. Guys, this is absolutely exciting. If you're excited about hearing this information and knowing that if you feel it in your gut, man, this is what I've been looking for, man, give me some dollar signs inside the chat, ladies and gentlemen, because this is what I want you to understand. Our membership put money back in your pockets. Understand that. Many people got paid yesterday, broke today. See, most of us have a financial bucket. And in that financial bucket, you have holes in that bucket. What do you mean, Benjamin? Holes in that bucket? You're overpaying on debt, buried in debt. You're overpaying on taxes. You have bad credit, paid high interest rates. You got bills. You're paying too much on your bills. And this is what I need you to understand. Until you close those leaks, you will always, no matter how much money you make, you'll always be hustling backwards. You'll be making money, working overtime, side hustle here, side hustle there, going into that same financial bucket, and it's just pouring out the bottom because your foundation is not secure. With this membership, we secure your financial foundation. Our experts shift your money back to you from the government, banks, and big business. Why? And how do we go about doing that? First and foremost, we're going to eliminate your debt. Debt is the middleman between you and getting rich. Please write that down. You go to work, you get paid, you pay debt. You go to work, you get paid, you pay debt. You were not put on this earth to work and pay bills for the rest of your life. We're going to show you how to become debt free with our experts in record time. We're going to turn your debt to wealth. Guys, we're going to show you how to reduce your taxes. You got paid, and before you even got your check, everybody had their hand in your check. You had a gross income, but by the time everyone took their part, you now have a gross net income. It's gross. Understand this, guys. We're going to show you how to keep more of your money. Imagine having your experts look at how much you're overpaying on your taxes, and they make the adjustments on your W-4. You send it to your HR department as a W-2 employee and say, give me my money back. And as early as your next paycheck, you'll see an increase in your take-home pay. That alone is worth our membership, ladies and gentlemen. We have folks bringing home $600, $800 simply in their instant pay raise, guys. We're going to have experts lowering your bills, calling your cell phone bill, cable bill, your reoccurring bills, and negotiating them because they know that conversation. Have you ever tried to cancel something? They say, well, let's talk about that. Let me put you on the phone with my manager. They all of a sudden mysteriously drop your $100 bill to $40. Wouldn't it be awesome if you had experts having those conversations because they did it for thousands and thousands of people? They know exactly what buttons to push on your behalf. So now if your bill's $100, now it's $40, you put $60 back into your pockets. That's exactly what our membership will do for you. Guys, along with that, we're going to restore your good name by improving your credit. Guys, your credit is everything when it comes to building wealth and maneuvering in the finance space. Without good credit, you literally have taken yourself from the table of negotiating and taking advantage of other people's money. Don't let nobody fool you when they say you don't need credit. Yes, you do. You don't need credit if you're not planning on making big moves. But if you're looking to build wealth, you need good credit, and our experts going to help you to put yourself in a position. On average, our membership, think about this, our membership on average is putting over $2,000 back into our members' pockets. On average. Now, of course, everyone comes to the table a little bit different. So some people got the credit already in place, whatever, might just get an extra $500 from the membership, $1,000 from the membership. But the bottom line is, whatever extra money you get to keep is good money. Would you all agree? Is that extra money, that discretionary income. We find the money for you so that you could take that extra money and participate in building wealth with our next level strategies. Guys, understand this. You can't build wealth. You can't truly save significant money or invest significant money or make significant moves if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Let's not get it twisted. There's a lot of people who say, I'm an investor, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but you have leaks in your financial bucket. So you're hustling backwards. But with our experts, we put you in a position where we find that discretionary income. We clog those leaks so you got that overflow. Now you're using that overflow to save more, invest more, and bless more. You can't bless anybody with nothing if you don't have anything to give. Wouldn't we all love to give more to individuals, let folks borrow money and don't have to worry about asking for it back? One of the lessons I learned is if you're going to give somebody money, only give them what you don't want back, but I still go get it. Just kidding. But here's the deal. Our experts will help to multiply and protect your money and assets, introduce you to wealth concepts like our private reserve account, our diversified cash flow account, put you in a position to buy precious metals. We call that God's money, gold, silver. I mean, excuse me, that's absolutely amazing. Buying land at 20, 40% below market value. These are the wealth building concepts that you're going to have access to as a part of this membership. And then we're going to show you how to protect all of that, putting it inside of a trust, not just a regular trust, but a complex trust that can't be penetrated. Okay, own nothing, but own nothing on paper, but controlling everything. Understand this, guys. Whereas this is what the wealthy have done to put themselves in position. Everything you need to live and leave a legacy. What we will bring to the table is absolutely amazing. We bring value to the table. Everything I went over, guys, is no contracts, no setup fees. It covers you and your spouse. If you're not married, you and one other person, 18 or older, living under the same roof. So two people for one membership. For this membership, guys, it gives you a better way to save, pay, and profit on everyday expenses. Turn your expenses into wealth, back into income. 30-day money back guarantee for $149.97. We're talking about $5 a day. You're gonna blow $5 today. You go to a store, you buy something for $5, you down the road, you go to a fast food restaurant, and if it's not good, do you turn around? No, you're like, oh well, $5. Understand this, guys. With this membership brings you so much value. For $149.97, I need you to understand this. Understand this and put on your business hat. Rich people, they look for value. Poor people look for expense. They say, oh, that costs too much. That's expensive. Whereas with the wealth mindset, you say $149.97 and I can get back over $2,000 by lowering my taxes, improving my credit, having my experts to help me to navigate. Oh, this is good. And that's what I need you to put on your entrepreneur hat. I want you to think like the wealthy. knowing that 149.97 becomes a tax write-off if you decide to be part of our business. Because if you see value in this membership, and I know you do, everybody knows somebody who wants to get an instant pay raise, lowering their taxes, improving their credit, getting out of debt, becoming a homeowner. Everybody knows someone who wants to get out of debt. We all know people like that. And once you start experiencing it, and even if you already are in a good position, you want to help other people get in a good position financially. And this is an opportunity where you can share this information. That's so amazing. It's the perfect business. Where can you go and get paid daily, and have someone else do all the work on your behalf? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opportunity. All we do is share this information with individuals. And by doing that, you make a one-time investment for $100. Okay, that's your business. Okay, you're going into business with a multi-trillion dollar industry for $100. Are you kidding me? That's like one sneaker. Understand this. And then from that, your monthly overhead is just the membership that you're going to use anyway. Guys, that is absolutely amazing. I don't know why my battery say is running low. I got to talk fast. All right. So with that investment, 249.97, you are in business. And by doing that, you now have a team of experts going to shift and increase your multiply your income. We're going to have to leverage the experts and strategies and have access to our leaders to grow your business. And then also, we're going to help you to have unlimited daily pay and industry leading residual income, which is our comp plan, our revenue sharing plan, which is absolutely amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most powerful and most lucrative, no gotcha. I like to say no gotchas, because there's a lot of things out there who look sexy on the surface, but once you lift that hood, there's a whole bunch of gotchas. With MWR, is straight up. $5 to $15,000 a day by simply sharing this opportunity and expanding your distribution. You go out, get 3 individuals, 1 membership, you're making $5 a day, $150 a month in passive residual guaranteed income. Your business is now self-funded. And then we just duplicate the process. We'll train on that in more detail in our Getting Started Right, where you help those 3 to get 3. You got 12, you're making $20 a day, $600 a month. And then you keep duplicating that process all the way down to when you're at $15,000 a day, $450,000 a month, $5.4 million a year. We also open up our leadership bonuses as you expand your distribution, your business. You get $30 to $150 for every individual who comes into your organization, along with every week, from week to week, Monday to Sunday midnight, as you're expanding your business by 6. The company looks and says, oh, congratulations, you brought on 6 partners within your organization, not only by you, but your whole organization. I'm dropping $300 into your bank account every single week, every 6 individuals who come on board. And we move with momentum. Success loves speed. So we show you how to get to the money. We want you to get that $1,500 momentum bonus. The company gives you 90 days. We have folks right now getting it done in a couple of days. We got folks breaking records right now, which is absolutely exciting. And if they can do it, you can absolutely do it as well. So guys, this comp plan is amazing. The question is, how much do you want? Do you want to make an extra $20 a day, $600 a month? That's significant part-time income. That could put some organic food in your refrigerator, put 93 octane into your gas tank, or $3,000 a month with just 90 people on your squad, 90 memberships. You are now making $100 a day, $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 a year extra added to your bottom line. Or you want to get to the point where you're making significant 6 figures where you can fire your boss, or 7 figures, guys. We have it in this compensation, this revenue sharing plan. You just got to get in, plug in, and follow the yellow brick road. We teach you, we train you, we support you. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Just like these success stories, I love to share these stories. We have Charles and Judith, former military officer. They got laid off during a pandemic and got serious about their business, built their business to where it replaced their full-time income. When they called them back, they said, no, deuces, we're free. We ain't coming back on the plantation. Sorry, you can keep that job. Built a beautiful dream home, 6,000 square feet, where their pool is in the backyard and a lake right next to it. They fish literally from their pool, built their credit score. They're in the 800 club and just doing amazing things. Dr. Parker, very good friend of mine, started this business on a very, very part-time basis. In 2 years, working this business part-time, simply sharing this information like someone is sharing this with you. And in 2 years, part-time replaced a $65,000 a year salary. Now he lives an absolutely amazing lifestyle. We got Mr. Brian B., our number one income earner, fastest millionaire residual income earner.
If you guys can hear me, put a one in the chat for me, please. If you can hear me, put a one in the chat. I'm going to pick up here where Coach Ben, I think he's lost connection. Beautiful. I see all the ones. Awesome. So as Coach Ben was talking about, Mr. Brian being our number one income earner, he is the fastest to MWR's millionaire income earner. He owns land in Dubai in Georgia. Mr. Brian Bean is also one of our company's head trainer. So, you know, the saying, if one money can do it, all can do it. And so you want to look at all these three testimonies, as Coach Ben has just talked about, the power of MWR, those initial stands for Make Wealth Real. Look at these folks that are making wealth real. And so how are they doing that? They're doing that by helping others understand the benefit of the membership, the benefit of the services, turning your debt into income, and then using that income for the next level strategy. So all of these testimonies that you're seeing, these folks have actually helped other people understand the benefits of the membership. And so now they're earning the income that he's talking about in their testimony. So let's continue to move forward here. I hope that you can, I think my screen still should move. There we go. So bringing it to a close, you know, Coach Ben talked about all the great things, the membership, what you missed out on, being at the right place at the right time. Today, you're here at the right place at the right time, and we're a team. That's the beauty of being a team. I am sitting here in my living room listening to Coach Ben, and now I get a chance to pick up where he left off because we are a team. We support each other. And so for the membership, it's $149.97. There is no contractual obligation. There is a money-back satisfaction guarantee. It includes your spouse or domestic partner. The great thing about this membership, again, it entails all of what he talked about, right? The turning your debt into income, the taxes, bills, the keys to home ownership that so many of our customers have now taken part of. We've got a great testimony, Miss Zena Edgehale, who is one of our newest recipients of the keys to home ownership. All of that, ladies and gentlemen, for $149.97, again, with no contractual obligation. Or you want all of the money. You want to be a business partner with us. You want to be a qualified marketing director. Well, for an additional $100 to get your business started, now you're in business not by yourself, but you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You've got all of us, right? You've got your website, you've got the CPAs, you've got the mileage tracking piece, all of the perks that comes along with owning a business. You've got all the training, the reading that we just went through this morning, the overview with Coach Ben. Now we're going to go into training. So you've got a full team of support. You launch your business. We'll teach you how to build your business. Here's the cool thing about this platform. is that you don't have to be an expert. This platform is open to everyone, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a working dad, or a business family, right? Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you want some side hustle. This could be it. And so again, if you want all of the money, you want to be an agent for $249.97. If you just want to consume the services, take care of your taxes, build your credit, that's $149.97. Get back with the person that invited you to take a look at this and let them know what direction you want to go in. They're going to be able to answer your questions or put you in contact that with someone that can answer your questions and help you get started correctly. So in closing, let myself, Coach Ben, and our business partners be the first to welcome you to the MWR family, where legacy and lifestyle connect. And so that concludes the overview. I know he's going to come back shortly to do the getting started right training. So sit tight for a moment and we'll be back in a short few minutes. Thank you all.
Hello, Mr. Wendellfield. Mr. Coach Ben is asking to have the host or the co-host, please. Thank you.
Well. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Wendell, I appreciate you picking up the ball. Let me just push this thing forward. I was in there sitting there like, put me back in the game, put me back in the game. But listen, guys, as Wendell stated, ladies and gentlemen, man, you are in the right place at the right time. I want to encourage you, and I apologize, guys. I was getting alerted that my battery is about to die. I had the wrong charger in my laptop. Um, but get back with the person who shared this information with you right now. Please don't take your time. Don't procrastinate. We're about to go into our fast start training, and we're going to show you. I'm about to share with you how to get to the money. All right. I'm about to share with you how to get to the money. But I need to let you know again. I got to reiterate: you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Many people ask, "Can I do this? Will I have the support? Will my team have the support?" I need you to understand there's so much help and leverage and systems in this business on this team that you can take full advantage of. Every Saturday, we do a reading club. We do a super Saturday like this. We have a strong and growing Latino team for if you know folks who speak Espanol, habla Espanol. You got you at 1:30 today. We have a presentation for the Latino community, which is absolutely exciting. On Wednesdays, we do our luncheons and presentations, and I mean, so we have a presentation that our Dr. Parker does that really focuses on faith and finances, where we show individuals in the church how to become good stewards of our finances and being biblically disciplined with their finances and how MWR can help with that. So everything's in place for you guys. You simply got to get plugged in. All right. So let's jump into our fast start training. If you guys are still with me, and again, I apologize for the glitch. We still holding strong, man. Let's call our guests or let's tell them jump back in. We're going to talk about the money in more detail. And let's get our teams plugged into our training. We're about to get into the nuts and the bolts of our business. Stop laughing at me, Mrs. Thomas. But guys, here's the deal. It's one thing to get in, but it's another thing to move forward and get to the money. And that's what we want to talk about right now. But before I do that, I need to know that you guys are engaged. I want to know that you guys want the money. So give me some dollar signs so we can get to the money. Give me the dollar signs. Give me the dollar signs so we can get to the money while I look and make sure my guests got back in here. I had guests in other platforms here. Give me them dollar signs, guys. Let me get them dollar signs. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're jumping right into what we call our Fast Start Success System, 6 steps to the money. Success. All right, so let's jump into it, guys. First and foremost, before we get into the money, we got to talk about your why. This is so important. It's all about your why. Why are you excited about this opportunity, and what is it that you want this opportunity to bring you? If your why is strong enough, you will figure out the how. And the how is easy. All we do is talk to people. All we do is talk to people. We share this information. That's our business. We're in the business of sharing and collecting decisions. Game over. That's all we do, guys. But if your why is not strong enough, you won't do the necessary things to get to your success. So take time out today. Don't procrastinate and write down my why is to be able to put my kids into private school. My why is to move to a new community where I have access to better schooling. My why is to become financially free, fire my boss so I can travel the beaches of the world. My why is to make enough money so I can sustain and hold down my mom, my dad, my grandparents. Whatever your why is, it gotta be a why that motivates you. They say your why should make you cry. Guys, and of course, our whys continue to evolve, whereas once you make that extra money, some of you say, my why is to make some money so I can pay the mortgage. I ain't paid a mortgage yet, and it's the 7th of the month. You need to make $2,300 so you can make your mortgage payment. I can show you how to do that in the next 5 minutes. So let's jump right into it. We're going to talk about the 6 steps. We're going to show you how to unlock your money, identify and build a list, no business, sort your list, collect decisions, expose your list, and then train them and get them to duplicate the process. We want to unlock the money, recoup your investment, and get you into profit mode. How do you go about doing that? It's a simple process, guys. We launch your business. We launch your business by helping you have a grand opening where you have whichever way, get with your sponsor, because there's a few different people on here with different success systems and what have you. But how you launch your business is so very important, because the way you do your business is the way it's going to duplicate throughout your organization. So if you go out there and just go talking and be willy-nilly about it, then those folks you're talking to are going to look and say, can I do what you're doing? Do I want to do what you're doing? And they're not going to be able to duplicate what you're doing. You might have tremendous influence, and you're calling folks saying, get in my business. Great. But can they do that? So it's absolutely imperative that what you do duplicates. And what we're striving to do in the first week is help you to bring on your first 3 new partners and 1 outside membership. What that does for you is help you become a fast start executive, a 1-star executive, where you get $50 for each partner you bring on board forever. So every time you bring on a new partner, you're going to get $50. You bought on 3, you made $150. Not bad. You already are putting yourself halfway into profit mode, and that 1 customer you made $50, so you got $200, and you're going to get the momentum bonus of $150. So now you just made $350. You got your investment back plus profit. Wow. You can get that done this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Get back with your sponsor and say, hey, I want to launch my business. I can get 20, 30, 50 people inside of a Zoom presentation where you can share this, and I'm going to sign up 3 people minimum. But then you also put yourself in a position where you're making $5 a day, a guaranteed income, $150 a month, which makes it where your membership is paid for, your overhead is paid for, which should be your ultimate goal. In any type of business, you want to go from being in the red to being in the black. Understand this, guys. And being in the black means that you're not losing money, you're in profit mode. All right. So 3 partners, 1 membership, you're in the black. Now let's go to way beyond the black where you're super in profit mode by duplicating yourself, going out here and helping your 3 partners do what you did by having your grand openings, your private business receptions, helping those 3 individuals find their 3 partners, expansion. Now you have a team of 12 individuals. That's week 2. Week 2, you go out and do that. Now you have made a $450 momentum bonus, and you put yourself in a position where you're making $20 a day, every day, 5:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll get a text message saying, congratulations, you made a guaranteed income of $100, $20, $40, whatever your guarantee is, $50. That's $600 a month plus. Once you become a 2-star executive and above, you now qualify to earn the $300 weekly performance bonus, which simply means as you're duplicating and expanding your business, 6 new partners every single week from Monday to Sunday midnight. In your back office, you'll see the numbers, the silhouettes. And you got 3 people, it's Friday, you get 3 more people by Sunday. Monday morning, $300 drops into your bank account. And then along with that, guys, we have it where we duplicate again, 3-star executive, help those 12 launch their business. Now you got help, you got your sponsor. You're not doing this all by yourself. You have a team. Just like when you saw my power go out on my laptop, Windows stepped right in. We have team here to help you, ladies and gentlemen. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're going to help you in this process. So once we have you set up where you got all these PBRs going on, presentations, helping those 12 to get their 3 partners, now you have 36 people on your team. You have maxed out the momentum bonus. You made $900, a total of $1,500 in a momentum bonus. We have folks on here getting that. The company gives you 90 days. So your first month, you got to get your 3. Second month, you got to help those 3 to get their 3. The third month, you have to help those folks get their 3. Now you opened up all the chambers, but it doesn't say it got to go 90 days. Success loves speed. We got folks getting it done. As you can see here, we expect you to do these things on a week-to-week basis. So you got that $900, $1,500 in your pocket, and in doing that, you made 2 $300 team growth bonuses of $600. So now you open up your 3-star momentum bonus. Daily guarantee of $50 a day, guaranteed $1,500 a month. That takes care of most individuals' mortgage or car note. I know some folks who driving big cars, $1,500 a month for that car note. But here's the deal. Now you open up your full compensation of $30 to $150 for every new qualified marketing director who joins your organization, unlimited levels. So let's put this number together. First week, $350, you got your investment back. Second week, $450, you got money in your pocket. Third week, $1,500, your first immediate boost of income, $2,300 from a $250 investment. What? Guys, that's major. You can literally go to folks and say, listen, if I can show you how to invest $250 and turn it into $2,300 in your first 30 days, would you be willing to take a look at a very short video? That's a pitch. Anyone who says no to that, I don't think I want to do business with them. Turn $2,300 into $250 into $2,300 in 30 days? That's a no-brainer legally. and then you get $1,500 every single month, guaranteed minimum. That's a pinch. That's how you pique one's interest. Not to mention our membership, where you go back and get your taxes done, you go back, get your bills lowered, go back and eliminate your debt, restore your credit, bringing that extra money, whether it's 2,000, 1,500, back into your pocket. Guys, your first 30 days is important. You want to create your 30-day story, because that 30-day story is the story that's going to follow you for the rest of your business. And some of you, you didn't have a great beginning. But today, February 7th, this is your first 30 days. This is your grand reopening. So you can say, man, the 30 days upon my launch and getting serious about my business, I made over $2,000 in my business. See, we can create our story whenever we're ready to create our story. You're in the business, but the day you get serious is when you open your business. So I encourage you to get serious today, so that now you can launch your business and go out here and rank up to 3-star executive and above. All right. So now that's number one, get to the money. But in order to get to the money, you got to have your inventory, your list of names and numbers. People is our inventory in this amazing opportunity or industry of network marketing. People, we simply talk to people and share the information and collect decisions. So we want to develop a list of individuals, making sure we're always adding people to our list. You can go to our back office. We have what is called a first round draft pick, or just get a notepad. Identify your top 30 individuals who are most money motivated, positive, happy people who are dissatisfied with their situation, folks who will get mad at you because you have a business and you did not tell them about it. Those are the folks you want to put on your list right now. Those top 30 that you want to call and invite them onto a Zoom. Introduce your support team, your sponsor, and let your sponsor share this opportunity with them. But you also want to build a massive list. The bigger the list, the stronger your posture. The bigger your list, the stronger your posture. If you only have a list of 20, 30, 40 people, by the time you get to number 19 and folks said no, because people are going to say no to you. We ain't going to sugarcoat this. Everybody's not joining this business. And we don't want everybody in this business. Understand that. They're not coming in now, but they might come in later. Understand that. But if you're at number 20 and you only have 30 people on your list, you probably prejudged folks, because most of us know at least 250 or more people, whether it's social media, whatever, our cell phones. Take everyone from your list, put them onto a piece on your notepad, and we got to make sure we qualify these folks. Who do you know on your list? When you got your list of 100 plus people, now you go up and say, John, does John have a job? W-2 employees. Put a star next to him. Does John have and you go down the list, everybody who has a W-2 job or don't have a business. Then you go back up to John again. Does John have a vehicle? Put a star next to him. Go all the way down, everyone who has a vehicle. Go back to the top. Who has a cell phone? This is business, guys. We're qualifying our list. Who take vacations? Who has children 7 to 17? By the time it's all said and done, your list of 100 or 1,000 people, you have folks who are 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, no star folks that's going to be on your list. And this is what I need you to understand. You don't want to call your 1-star people in the beginning. Please don't do that. Or your 0-star people. They're broke, most likely. And the reality is, if they're broke, you bring a rich opportunity to a broke person, they're immediately going to think broke. They're going to call it a scam. They're going to make it where I call them dream snatchers. They're not. Now we want to help everybody. We don't prejudge anyone, but we increase our chances by qualifying our top 5. So we call our 5-star people, our 4-star people, our 3-star, because the folks who are 5-star have a house, have children, go on vacations, got a job. We know for one, the membership, by them simply getting an instant pay raise, is going to put more money back in their pockets. So we've increased our chances of helping someone. Understand that instead of calling someone who needs you, saying that, hey, I need to borrow some money, you want to go to folks who don't need you, but can use this amazing opportunity. Guys, we sort, we don't convince. Amateurs sort, experts convince. The bigger the list, the stronger your posture. We simply expose people to the information. And understand the fastest and most effective way to go after it is leveraging and using tools. Please don't be out here doing this, which is talking too much. We have systems in place. Understand this, guys, as you're calling your list, and how you're exposing your list, you're training people on how to do the business. If you're out there being the deal, if you're out there doing all the talking, they're sitting there saying, this sounds good, but I can't talk like you. You have the gift of gab. You're good at sales. But if you're simply sharing a simple script where you're piquing individuals' interest, have you heard of the 72-hour money challenge? Have you taken a 72-hour money challenge? If I can show you how to make some incredible income on a part-time basis without interfering with what you're currently doing, these are what we call piquing interest, or a phrase that pays. If I can show you how to make over $2,300 in 30 days from a $250 investment, would you be interested? And then from there, you pique their interest, yes or no. At that point, when they say yes, you plug them into a tool. I'm going to send you a quick 10-minute video. Would you be able to look at it right away? If they say no, okay, great. When is a good time for you to look at that video? Guys, don't just send out videos willy-nilly. You want to control the process, because when you just send out the video, the reality is now you're calling them and trying to make, you're nagging them. Understand this, guys. We want to always maintain posture. Did you hear what I said? So you control this process. Hey, if I send you a quick 10-minute video that's going to explain everything to you, would you be willing to take a look at it? Yes, great. Are you in front of your computer right now? No. Okay, when will you be in front of your computer where I can send it to you at that time, where you can watch it and I can follow up with you 10 minutes afterwards? Start taking back your time. Okay, so there's some scripts right here that you can use. Are you interested in doing anything to make more money? Do you know anybody who's looking to make some more income? That's the third party approach. When they say yes or when they say no, you follow up. When they say no, great. Listen, I love the fact that you're doing very well in your life. That's why I'm talking to you. I respect everything that you're doing. You got your credit up to par. You're in the 800 club. You're a homeowner. I like me personally, I indirectly jab them when they say they're not interested. Man, I'm so excited to hear that you're doing very well. And you got to do this tactfully. Don't be facetious. I don't know how you could do that, but man, I'm so happy to find out that you're out of debt. You got money in the bank. You got an 800 credit score, homeowner, and you're doing well. That's awesome. But who do you know that you would love to be in the position that you're in as well? Because I build my business on referrals as well. So who do you know who can leverage and utilize these experts to help get in the same good position you're in? And they're going to give you 2, 3, 4 people. And then you call those individuals up. Hey, John, listen, you don't know me, but we both have a mutual friend in Ron, and he told me that you were a sharp individual who's open to making more income. Is that correct? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, great. And then you move them through the same process. Listen, I forgot his name, Ron Gregg. If I can send you a quick, again, my name is Benjamin. I'm working with some amazing individuals who's helping folks get guaranteed income, 72-hour money challenge. If I send you a quick 10-minute video, would you look at it right away? If I send you a video, would you right away? If they say yes, send them the video. If they say I'm not in front of a computer, when will be a good time to follow up and send it to you? And then we gotta follow up. Guys, the fortune is in the follow up. You never want to be the expert. You always want to use third party. You build this thing with speed, leveraging the system. And guys, we're in the business of collecting decisions. I'm going through this fast, but I hope you guys are picking up what I'm laying down so we can move to the next phase of our training. Guys, this thing is simple. Keep coming back so you could keep learning this. So as you're learning it, you can take this steering wheel and you can teach it to your organization. It's simply a PowerPoint presentation, guys. After your prospect views the information, you must follow up with them. Strike while the iron is hot. It's best to pick up a phone. Conversations and the tonality and excitement in your voice is priceless. Okay, whatever you got to do to get pumped up. Like right now, if you're listening to this, if I'm getting you fired up and the music and the environment that you're in, that's when you want to start calling people immediately afterwards, after our training. Be like, man, I found something that you got to take advantage of. Do you keep your income options open? Are you in front of the computer? I'm about to send you a quick 10-minute video. Talk fast. Rich people talk quick. Rich people move quick. If you're usually moving slow, you got to move faster. If you're usually moving fast, move a little bit slower. This is something I was taught because people are looking and saying, man, there's something different about you. I need to know what's going on. FOMO, fear of missing out. You must create that urgency. Understand this, guys. You must create that urgency. The fortune is in the follow up. When you follow up with them, always be excited and say, hey, man, what did you like best about what you heard, what you saw? Please don't ask them, what do you think? We don't care what they think. We know this thing works. We don't want their opinion. We want to know if they're interested in jumping in and moving with us to make this difference in folks' lives. Understand this, guys. So once they say, hey, man, this sounds great. I love it. Hey, do you see yourself as a member or do you see yourself as a business partner? They say, man, I want to become a member. Great. I'm going to shoot you the link. I'm going to walk you through it. It only takes 5 minutes. Something I've learned is let them know it takes only 5 minutes. People have 5 minutes to get started. It only takes 5 minutes to get you in the system and get access to your private portal. Your private portal. One of the other reasons people don't move on things financially, if you're talking to your best friend, you're talking to your cousin, they don't want you to know they have bad credit. They don't want you to know that they're jacked up financially. So that's some of the other reasons they don't move. Let them know they have access to a private portal. We don't know what they're working on in their finances unless they tell us. So I put that in my presentation. You need to put that in your conversation. I want to give you my link. It gives you access to your membership. Once you locked in, you get access to your private portal where you have access to the systems and the experts to start improving whatever it is that you got to get done in terms of your finances, getting an instant pay raise, whatever it may be. And if say, man, I'm ready to join a business. Great, let's get you set up. I'm gonna shoot you my link. Let's get you set up. We could get once you're in, we could set up and do a game plan and schedule your launch. That's the conversation you want to have. I got questions. Awesome. Listen, I'm still new at this. I want to put you on the phone with my business partner who's going to help you answer any questions you may have. I don't want to mess anything up. And then you edify your expert. This is my business partner, Coach T. Him and his wife are doing some amazing things in his business, expanding all over the country. Man, hold on for a second. He's very busy. You've already texted him and said, hey, I'm following up on some prospects. If he's available, you definitely want to hit him, but you want to text 3, 4, 5 people, experts who can use for 3-way calls, because if one is not available, you can go to the next person. Never let one person control the momentum of your business. Hear me. Don't just rely on your sponsor. And another 3-way call is your sponsor introducing you to other people, your sponsor introducing you to their sponsor. So you have a team of folks there to help support you in the process of following up. Number 5, once they're in a business, let's get them started right. The secret to building this business and having success is the getting started right process, guys. How does this work? You want to download the Fast Start interview. You want to go through that conversation with the person that you're having, that new partner you just brought on board. Become a sponsor, not a recruiter. A sponsor is the bridge to help people get to that next level. A recruiter just brings them in and let them go and let them fall at the wayside. Too many daggone recruiters out here, which is damaging our industry that we're in. Let's become sponsors, helping people, identifying their long and short term goals, helping them in identifying how much time they're willing to invest and how much money are they wanting to earn. Because once you have that conversation with them, now you can motivate and inspire them. Because sometimes we put our goals, and I felt guilty of this in the past. We see so much potential. We say, man, I want to help you get to whatever levels, and they only want to make $600, not 6,000. And then if you're pushing a $600 person into a $6,000 person, there's conflict, and there's no approval of the push. But when you sit and have a game plan and a strategy and you really identify where someone says, hey, I can put in 12, 14, 15 hours a week into this business, and I'm willing to commit the next 3 years or whatever it may be to get to a place where I'm making six figures. Now you have a commitment verbally, you got it in writing, and now you can simply move that process forward. We'll talk about that in our enhanced trainings in more detail. Maybe on Tuesday, I'll go into more detail about this because this is important, guys. The fast start, getting started right, is the meat and the potato and the foundation of what we do. This is going to allow you to basically show them how to accomplish their goals and and max out the comp plan, and you hold each other accountable with the expectation. Disclaimer, skipping this will just cause you to bring people in and lose them. Skipping this will have you waste time. See, you want to identify who's the runners and who's the walkers. You want to identify by having a game plan, getting permission to be a sponsor, giving them assignments. Whoever steps up and do the assignments, those are the ones you're running with. But if a person is hemming and hawing and procrastinating and never showing up and participating in their own salvation, you simply say you ain't ready, but you still love them. You don't disregard them. Keep them plugged in. Let them keep coming to the events. Stay plugged in. Keep the communication. Everything is based on timing. I had a person, man, I swear to you, we developed an amazing relationship, and I kept them plugged in. It took them over a year, 2 years to really get going in their business. But if I just got mad at them and just said, man, you're not showing up, they would not have grown to be an absolutely beast in their business. And that's what happened. Everything is about timing. All right. So, and then everything simply duplicates from there. Lead from the front. Always basically go out here and stay plugged into a system. Follow the yellow brick road. Lead by example and stay connected to the process. Guys, you must stay plugged in. That's absolutely imperative. Go to our Facebook pages, go to your team Facebook pages, communicate with your support team on an ongoing basis because you're out here in the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. You've decided to become an entrepreneur. That's not an easy task. You're going against the grain, you're swimming upstream. Everyone's going downstream, you're going upstream. The fish that swim upstream is the best fish. That's salmon. But here's what I need you to understand. By staying connected and plugged in, we'll keep you in this long enough where you develop the strength, that rhino skin, where the rejections and the disappointments that come with this process, it doesn't phase you. And you're going to get those. We in our reading club, we spoke on how folks get rejected. You get failures. You fell forward. That's expected in life, and especially in business. But as you stay connected with individuals who have your best interests at heart, as you fell forward, we got your back. So don't let go. Don't get disconnected. Don't get discouraged. And let your sponsor know when I'm discouraged, how can they help you and motivate you guys? Because that's so very important. So, with that being said, give me some fire emojis. We are phasing into the next part of our Super Saturday. We have some amazing individuals who are going to go into some even deeper dive into our process. We have some success stories, and the training is in the success stories. Here's what I need you to understand, guys. As you hear people, let me prep you for this. As you're hearing the stories, know that your story is next. There's nothing different from you and the folks who are having success. It's just simply timing. It's simply doing the work. Some people show up ready. Some people got to get thawed out. Some people got to get a bunch of craziness out of their head and get themselves in position for that next level. Everybody shows up different. You just got to show up and continue to move through the process. We got you. I need y'all to type that in. We got you. This is a squad. This is a team. We in this all together. As one person wins, everybody wins. Coach T's team is blowing up right now. He got a cat who came on #1. I mean, he's breaking all kinds of records. I'm pointing towards his story. I got a young lady who's signing up this week because she's a builder. I said, man, we got a guy who came over here and won. I mean, 48 hours, put himself in a position where he made over $2,000, $1,500 in a momentum bonus, and now he's making over $4,500 in 1 month. What are you doing? Why are you waiting? These are the stories that we have to leverage. That's why we show them. So I'm turning everything over to Mr. Wendell Felt, and I think Mr. Fernando Ramirez. And let me share how I need y'all to understand this because edification is everything. Mr. Ramirez, and we've edified Mr. Felt, Mr. Ramirez, and his amazing wife Martha are some phenomenal individuals. They've been in this industry and had tremendous success. And a leader goes the way, shows the way. They had to make a maneuver, and the leadership is when you move, leaders move with you if you're a leader. And one of the things that I admire about Mr. Ramirez is he came over here and not being egotistical, he fell into the system. He learned the system. He had leaders come with him, with Mr. Eric Wilner, Wendell, Anna, Lisa, I mean, all of them. they came with them, they fell in, and they're blowing up in this business. A humble leader, absolutely amazing. And then, of course, Wendell, you already know him, he's a beast as well. So, with that being said, Mr. Ramirez, what's happening, partner?
Coach Ben, thank you so much. I mean, how can I follow this kind of training, this kind of energy? And what you just said, man, when we came in here, Coach Ben, we all felt at home. Why? Having Dr. G.W. Parker being our coach and then having you as a coach, I said, man, we can't go wrong. And I'm always taking notes. What comes out of you is so much wisdom with so much energy that I took something very important with me today. When you show up by yourself, you're learning. But when you show up with guests, you're earning. Thank you so much, Coach Ben. I give you kudos, my friend. And there's my partner, Wendell Philp, as well. So I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate.
Thank you, brother.
All right. I want to echo those words, Fernando, for Coach Ben. I mean, again, his training is just impeccable. What he does for the team every Saturday, every Tuesday, just here consistently. So regardless of how he feels, and I know sometimes he's been sick, but Coach Ben, I mean, you're an incredible leader. You've done it yourself, even in your former practice company. You've had held tremendous titles there. And so here you're a 5-star executive director. So yeah, kudos to you. And thank you for pointing to all of us on this beautiful Saturday morning. Back to you, Fernando.
All right, Wendell, we're going to do the fun part. Coach Ben did the tough part, training,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Leading, showing, creating the expectations of the 6 steps and following, the 6 steps with speed. So, Wendell, I do have the screen to pop up. I know you also have a backup. I have other backups here just in case. We got to be ready,
Absolutely. Always.
We're like playing sports, right, Wendell? We have, if something happens, we'll throw the ball to the other team player, and we're going to make the hoop.
Listen, it's a team sport. And so whether you're on the bench or you're on the court, you're part of the team. And so you've got a role to play. All of us today, there are 39 of us here. We had 41, but all of you are playing a role on this team of MWR, where we're all contributing. And so Coach Ben kind of teed it off as well when he talked about some of the folks that are doing some great things in the business, changing lives, making the difference. And that's what this is all about at this moment with you and I, Fernando, is we want to recognize those folks and give them a chance to share their secrets to the success that they're having in our industry. So back to you.
Yes, Wendell. So I like to bring this up, and I put this over here as, the initiation of what it takes to win and the kind of leadership that we have. See, this mastermind leaders that you see here, we all meet Wednesdays, okay? And we discuss, what's coming next, what we're going to do to make sure that we can perform at a high level to help everyone win. So these masterminds, we've added a few more. So these pictures are going to start to decrease a little bit because the table is growing, Wendell. So how do you feel every Wednesday when we meet? And I want everyone to know, because I want everyone to get curious, because there's an expectation that we have. And if you meet the expectation, you meet the process of being a part of the table, we're going to get you there. So Wendell, what's your take on that?
So my take on this is exactly this. We talked about being on a team, being in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And so whether you compare this to a business or to sports or to your favorite movie, a Hollywood actor or actress, as you evolve, as you grow, as you excel, there should be a place or a space. There should be a room at the top for you, right? And so when you think about sports, for example, as an athlete develop their skill sets and they get better at what they do, whether they're playing basketball, whether they're playing football, soccer, running track, as they get better at their skill sets, then they go from one part of the team to another. You've heard of teams, Fernando, in school, growing up, and even in college. You've got varsity, and then you've got what after varsity? What do you have?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You've got your varsity, and then after varsity, you have what?
Give it to me.
Okay. So you've got your amateurs and your varsity team, right?
Right,
So your amateurs are the ones that they're starting out, they're coming on board, they're part of that team where they're learning a skill set, and then you go up to the varsity level where now you're part of that bigger team. It's like it's anything. And so when we look at this leadership team, we've got folks that have grown, that have done things, that have earned a position, and so we want to put them here so that they can teach us and help us grow to that next level, continue to build this community so we get to that next level. Back to you.
That's right, Wendell. And yes, we do have 3 added team partners that are here, a part of the table. And they're going to be here pretty soon on this incredible flyer to recognize them. So we'll leave you guys that as a surprise. So when you see the flyer next time, you'll go, who are the 3 leaders that are there now? So Wendell, I definitely feel that anyone that wants to participate, like Coach Ben says, you got to first pass the show-up test. And by passing the show-up test, it only shows your commitment. And the leaders that were actually added, they show up to everything. Yes, we all have responsibilities, and we got to start somewhere. And if you're showing up sometimes, it's okay, because maybe you have other responsibilities, but as you begin to evolve and you begin to grow, now you start to show up to everything. So Wendell, let's jump into the next portion of our event here. Okay, teamwork makes the dream work. And we want to congratulate, and these are some of the ideas that we put together, and you brought this to the table as well, Wendell. Recognition how important it is to be able to know that the leaders that play the role of showing up with results are the leaders that get recognized. And you're going to see so many names that are going to get recognized, and I want you to picture your name being there on the list. So this month is September, the month to remember, so you can have the opportunity to see how things rotate. Some leaders lead the way, and then new leaders pop up and they're leading the way. Isn't that true, Wendell? Isn't that how it happens? You think you're going fast, but then you got other pace setters that come in and they're right next to you, and all of a sudden, boom, they excel. So that grows the speed for levels and recognition in our company, right, Wendell?
Absolutely. And Fernando, I want to correct something that I shared earlier. It's varsity and pros. And so yes, as part of the teamwork, you've got your folks that are on the varsity team. The basic fundamentals, and their goal is to get on that pro team, right? Where you're excelling at a higher level, your intensity is greater, you're throwing up more points. And so to speak, we're going to see some of these pros or some of these varsity players who just entered our business, who just got started, and they're doing pro numbers. And so now we're going to recognize, sometimes you go through these moments and you're thinking so fast, you're like, wait a minute, did I say this correctly? And so as we correct the whole transition from varsity to pro, I want you all to pay attention, because you don't just want to be here, you want to be present. Don't just plug into a Zoom. Be present, be in the moment, take it all in, because you might be next. Your picture might be here. You might be recognizing you at our next monthly recognition, where we're talking about what you're doing going from varsity to pros. Back to you, Fernando.
All right, Wendell, this is the fun part. And I like to really have everyone see what it takes to become a champion. Train like a champion and be recognized as one. And the show up test, as Coach Ben always talks about, is important. Pay the price, which is what you just said, Wendell. You got to pay the price to enjoy the rewards of the fruits of your labor. This is the way I look at it. If we get a membership from a gym, the only way we're going to experience the process, Wendell, because a lot of people pay memberships and they don't use them. Maybe seldom, once in a blue moon, if it's a gym membership, they'll go in there for, probably early year and take the entire year off. So you got to pay the price, and based on the price that you're willing to pay are the rewards that you're going to reap. What do you say about that, Wendell?
Absolutely. And Fernando, not everyone is willing to pay the price. Not everyone is willing to take the challenge. And so for those of you that have taken the challenge and are willing to pay the price, now you are here because you've earned your way to being recognized for the challenge that you've taken and the price that you're paying.
All right. I love it. Okay, Wendell, let's start here. Can you read this for us right here and maybe give us a little comprehension on what it reads on the right from Coach Phil Jackson?
Absolutely. So these are the folks that have, they're on the team, and they have enrolled one new qualified marketing director in the month of August. And so, let's look at these players: Mr. Michael Slater, Miriam Landon, Renee Lee, Michelle Colley Hill, Mary Carmen Mendoza, Juanita Chaparro.
Wendell, let's have our participants give like fires. You think? Let's give fires, everyone, while Wendell is reading the names, because these are the leaders that Wendell is recognizing for all of us to give them kudos and start putting your name there if it's not there. Go ahead, Wendell.
Absolutely. And listen, your name could be there in the next month that we do this again.
Right.
Martha Zielke, Danetta Glover, Bondi Rodriguez, Wendell Philp, Melhat Castro, Juliet Heron, Ben McCray, Darrell Banks, John Gravis, Greater Vision Financial, Andre Smith, Cassandra Wooten, and by the way, she was here today, even though she's not feeling well, Vanessa Noel, and Vanessa Tan. So, the strength of the team, as you said, Fernando, is each individual member. The strength of each team member is the team, says Phil Jackson. And so, you are as strong as your weakest link. And so listen, at the end of the day, when you want to have a strong team of performers, you've got to strengthen the weakest link. We as leaders have to reach back and pour into that person that may be falling short. We've got to see what their needs are and help them get to that next level. Back to you, Fernando.
Wendell, what I would suggest for everyone, and I appreciate the way you put it, that's why I love working with you, Wendell. You put an incredible, performance when you do things. I want everyone to take a picture, if your name's there, and expose it publicly. Say, hey, I got recognized. You know the impact that makes if you take this and you bring it to Facebook, maybe put a little music in the background, celebrate yourself. Why not? We're celebrating you here. Take a picture, expose it, and that builds curiosity. The people that are watching you, people that are seeing if you're making it or not, right? So we just want to give you kudos, everyone, for getting recognized, because that one point made a difference for the entire team. All right. Remember,
Absolutely.
Everyone achieves more by, by doing this type of collaboration. Go ahead, Wendell.
No, I'm sorry. And I totally agree. And so, when you think about the one new QMD from the folks that we just talked about, now we're going to talk about those folks that brought in 2 QMDs. But why is it important to bring in 1? Well, you can't get to 2 without bringing in 1, right? And so let's talk about those folks that brought in 2 qualified marketing directors in the month of August. Tamika Wise, Zena Edghill, Elia Gilorio, Elisa Cabello, Dr. G.W. Parker, and Valencia Bradley. Now you look at these names that we just read off, Fernando, that brought in 2 qualified marketing directors in the month of August. I mean, you start to see some commonality. You start to see these names often. Ms. Zena Edghill, who again, is a recipient of Keystone Home Ownership. You're going to see some of her players. Their names are going to be on the other screen. Why? Because she continues to pour in, right? She continues to set the standard. She continues to be that leader and leading by example, leading from the front. And that's what you want. You want to make sure that your team is able to at least achieve 1, and then from that 1 build on to the next.
Exactly. So anything that you can do to collaborate with the growth personally to start growing a team is everything. Remember, you're the pace setter. Anytime you write a business, whether it's a client or a director, you're setting the standards that it can be done. When you say, hey, I got a customer, I got a director, and then we recognize you publicly. That's why we have groups. And anytime you do write anybody, we want you to take a picture from the MWR email that you receive, erase the customer's name, and bring it to the table where we cannot recognize you. But recognizing you publicly is everything. And we're doing this once a month, every first Saturday of the following month. All right, Wendell, let's jump into higher results here of leaders that have stepped up even further up in the rankings of recognition and production. Again, the strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each individual member is the team. So Wendell, let's recognize these folks. I'll do 4 and you do 5. How's that?
So, absolutely. So Fernando, as you go into 4 and I go into 5, I want to share just not necessarily an idea, but I want to share a reality of what happens in life and when you're on a team, right? Because if your name is not here at the top or your name isn't on the board, don't worry about it. You've got all of September to get your name on the board. Why are we doing this? Because we want to motivate and incentivize you. Look, when you look at sports, and those of you that watch sports, and I love sports, and the reason why I love sports is because it's a team effort for most sports, with the exception, even with golf, it's a team effort, right? Because you got to have your caddy to do certain things to help that golfer win, right? Get that golfer prepared to win. So think about this for a minute. You might not see your name here, and you might see someone on level 5, but next month that could be you. Because why? When you look at sports, go to basketball, for example, you may have the Golden State Warriors, the Splash Brothers. They might be just killing it one game, and the next game somebody else steps up, right? But it's all about the team. It's the effort of the entire team, not 1 or 2 players. So all of these names that you're seeing, like maybe the next month they'll do more or less, but it doesn't matter. It's their effort that matters. It's their contribution that matters. And so I want you all to know, if you're here, you're on the bench, you haven't done anything yet, and you haven't had a chance, it's okay, because your number is being picked. And you're going to be called to do what you need to do. And so next month, we'll be able to recognize you here as well. Back to you, Fernando.
That's right, Wendell. That's why everyone that is here, Wendell, now that you brought this for all of us to pay attention to, that's why remember, September is the month to remember. Write it down on a piece of paper so it makes sense to you. You want to make this month something that you will remember, because you're going to do something that is going to get you off the bench. You're going to get uncomfortable. You're going to build your list. You're going to start, not feeling shy about the business, and you're going to start expressing how great this business is. And like you said, Wendell, it rotates. Leadership rotates, right? Some folks are going to be, top, leading the way 1 month, and then other folks are going to do that. So you're right, Wendell. And we want to recognize these folks here. So we're going to start with 4 registrations, whether it's a customer or a director. But in this instance, it looks like we did a lot of directors last month. So we're going to start with 4 registrations last month in the month of August. Dania Sanchez, congratulations. Deliane Quintero, congratulations. Robert Clay, congratulations for 4 enrollments last month. Wendell, back to you.
That is powerful. So now, so we've got the 4s. Let's go to the 5 new qualified marketing directors. These folks, again, have taken it to a whole nother level. These are what we call your splash brothers, right? They're part of the team, and they're just going out and making them some layups. So Latanya Julian, Lariette Berlot, and Fernando and Martha Ramirez. Look at that. I mean, here you are recognizing others, and you're right here at the top of the leaderboard. Congratulations to each and every one of these individuals who have brought in 5 new qualified marketing directors. Back to you, Fernando.
Thank you, Wendell. So as you can see, you can start from 1 and you can start working your way up. And this month of September, don't forget, is a month to remember. All right, so let's move up. Let's move on up. Just a second here with the next portion of our recognition. Now, Wendell, I'll let you talk about this right here, because this past month was a tough competition.
And when you think about it, Fernando, you know, on every team, it's hard to have everyone producing at a high level, but it's not hard to have each individual as part of the team step up to the plate to be a high producer. And so when you look at sports, and I love sports, and I keep going back to sports because, again, you won't always have the same folks at the top. But when you get to the top, you want to make sure that we all celebrate your success. And so you look at these 2 top producers. First, we'll start with Mr. Lou Brown, right? Tied 6th place. He's got the free month of MWR membership or $100 cash. So we know he's not paying the $149.97. And Mr. Lou Brown is also the engineer and the thinker for the keys to home ownership. He's actually the one that brought this to MWR. And so not only is he an entrepreneur in his own rights, helping so many others in real estate, but look at this. He is still in the field. He is still shooting 3-point shots, right? Still throwing touchdowns. And so that speaks to his competitive nature. Does he have to do this business? I would venture to say no. But guess what he's doing? He's doing well while doing good. And that's his motto. That's his statement, by the way. He's doing well while doing good. So again, 7 sales for Mr. Lou Brown. Fernando, I believe this is a combination of agents and qualified marketing directors, correct?
Yeah, baby. It's another one of Lou's.
I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Mr. Lou Brown some big congratulations. I see it coming out. Thank you, Mr. Ira Jackson. Look at that. This is what I'm talking about. You know, celebrating those that are doing good while doing well while doing good, because you never know when your turn is going to be. So, Mr. Fernando, I'll have you speak about Mr. Jackson, because again, you know, when we talk about his leader earlier, Miss Zena Edgehill, and what she's doing, but here the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. Back to you.
That's right, Wendell. Well, he said something when he started in the business, Desert Storm. And when he said that, right, and obviously he was not producing yet, I said, yeah, we've kind of heard those words before from people that come in, you know, and they say that they're going to do a lot, that they're going to go out and produce a lot, but he really backed it up. And the thing about Mr. Ira Jackson is his competitiveness. The reason why he's doing this business, which is his kids, you know, his family. And when he saw the numbers started to kind of like level him, you know, he's number 1 in our organization, FRBE and Kingdom Builders. But he goes, man, and I said, you got 11 enrollments, and it makes you uncomfortable that others are, you know, bumping up and moving up. He goes, yeah, I wanted to maintain the number 1 level, you know, recognition for the company. And I said, Mr. Ira Jackson is a competitive person. And I love that. So he's definitely setting the standards of 11 enrollments. So we want to give it to Mr. Ira Jackson, 3rd place company-wise, and 3rd place took 3 months of free membership from MWR. So that gives him the leverage to go find 3 customers so he can continue to have that membership for free for life. And $250 in cash, ladies and gentlemen. So let's give a recognition and a lot of fires and dollar signs in the chat to Mr. Ira Jackson for being number 1 in our team.
Wow.
Wendell.
Wow. I mean, Fernando, powerful, you know, and you made such a distinction because, you know, we're a diverse group. We've got folks from even other lines of organizations that are here. And as you articulated, not only is he number 1 in our organization, he's number 3. And, you know, hopefully once we continue to cross-pollinate as we're doing, we'll be able to see some of the other folks that are doing phenomenal things even within MWR, because listen, we can draw inspiration from the success of others. And that's exactly what Mr. Ira Jackson, to your point, has done. He is doing a phenomenal job, but what is he doing? He's also drawing inspiration because he is seeing others doing more, and that doesn't intimidate him. In fact, it motivates him. And so our goal here today is to motivate each and every one of you to draw inspiration from the success that you're seeing from these two phenomenal leaders and the others that we talked about prior to them as well. Back to you, Fernando.
That's right. So guys, there's room. I mean, you can start with 1 and work your way up to 11. And as a matter of fact, Wendell, Mr. Ira Jackson did this, I guess, like 2 weeks, starting the business 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, when he decided to join MWR, he went all out. And in 3 weeks, he brought 11 new registrations as directors and customers. So congratulations, Mr. Ira Jackson. All right, let's move on to now recognition of promotions. See, everything has to do with let's work together as a team, but now it's time to start working on structuring. So we're going to recognize the directors that brought 3 directors and 1 customer to get recognized as a 1-star. So Wendell, let's start with those recognition names. And as you can see here, together, everyone achieves more. So Wendell, let's start with the 1-stars.
Beautiful, absolutely. So Fernando, I'll start with the right-hand side. Miss Lauriette Berlot, congratulations on being an executive director. You brought in 3 qualified marketing directors and at least 1 outside customer. You are now qualified to receive $5 a day, every single day, 7 days a week, Sunday through Sunday. Congratulations. Miss Miriam Landon, congratulations to you on again achieving our 1-star executive marketing director. You brought in 3 or more qualified marketing directors and at least 1 outside customer. Again, remember, an outside customer means you're 1, but then you brought in another. So now you unlock the $5 a day on the revenue share from within MWR. And this is fun. Listen, when we talk about this, I don't want you all to take it lightly, because in order to get to $5 a day, you have to do some work to get there. At $5 a day, you have a small team, but you've got a team, and now you've shown that it does work. That money is real, and you get it 7 days a week. I mean, we give examples of what you'd have to invest in the bank. You'd have to invest about $30,000 in the bank to get to $5 a day, $150 a month in the return on that investment. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I don't have, nor do I want to put $30,000 in the bank to get 0.00 whatever they pay you in order to get to $5 a day. So I'd rather go out and help 3 people and a customer and unlock that $5 a day. So congratulations. Miss Tammy Wise, congratulations again on becoming our newest 1-star executive, doing the same thing, again, duplicating, having 3 qualified marketing directors and 1 outside customer. Now you're at $5 a day. Martha Zilke, again, congratulations, 1-star executive director, 3 qualified marketing directors and 1 outside customer. And then our last but not least on this level is Latanya Julian. Congratulations on becoming our newest executive marketing director by achieving and helping 3 qualified marketing directors and 1 outside customer. Fernando, back to you with Mr. Ira Jackson and Ms. Zena Edgehill.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wendell Felt. Now we're going to move up the ranks, guys, because that's what this is all about. And now from $5 a day, Wendell, we're moving up to $20 per day. And this promotion was achieved in only 2 weeks, which is growing from 3 qualified marketing directors and an outside customer to now growing to 12 qualified marketing directors and 1 outside customer. So congratulations, Mr. Ira Jackson, for not only that, and some of the leaders down there also qualified for the momentum bonus, which is $150. Mr. Ira Jackson qualified for $150 momentum bonus plus $450 momentum bonus, ladies and gentlemen. So he made $450 plus $150, $1,200 between his daily residual income and the momentum bonus. Wow, that's impressive, Wendell. What do you say to that?
Kudos. I mean, listen, he's made a lot of money in a short period of time. I think we should become good friends, Mr. Jackson.
There you go. That's right. All right, now let's bump it up a notch. Okay, so from 12, which is what Coach Ben was showing you guys. The graphics look great, but now we're putting it in live where people are making it happen. So we're so proud to have this incredible woman, an entrepreneur, someone that was driven when she started. She had a big why. She was about to get kicked out of the place she lived. They told her no more. She prayed, found MWR. Thanks to the person that brought this information to her, Dinetta, she made the decision to go all out. In 3 weeks, she qualified for her home, okay, keys to home ownership. And in only 2 months, she qualified 3-star executive director from $600 a month in residual income to $1,500 a month, Wendell. On top of that, some enrollments that she brought in, which is the $50 enrollment for directors. On top of that, $1,500 in momentum bonus. I mean, congratulations, Zena. Let's all give her kudos. Let's put a lot of emojis, celebration emojis on the chat, because if she can do it, you can do it. But you have to have a big enough reason why you're doing it. And she definitely had one.
And so, Fernando, I want to really point out and put an emphasis on what we're trying to share here. Miss Zena Edgehill has 36 people in her organization, combination of qualified marketing directors and customers. But all Miss Zena Edgehill had to do was what? Bring in 3 and 1 outside customer. That's it. The rest is what she did in terms of duplication. She helped her 3 qualified marketing directors, one of them being Mr. Ira Jackson. Again, I want you to take some clues here. Understand what I'm trying to say to you. She didn't do all this by herself. She simply brought in 3, and then she helped those 3 bring in 3, and then she helped those 3 bring in 3. So she duplicated from 3 to 12 to 36 by sharing the secret of her success. She didn't put all 30, she didn't go out and get all 36 people. That's a task within itself. The goal is for you to get 3, bring in 3 and 1 outside customer, unlock that $5 a day, duplicate. And when she duplicated, she created momentum within 90 days to hit all the different bonus levels. So she's made some significant amount of income in 90 days by doing exactly what Coach Ben just talked about in his Getting Started Right training. 3, get 3, get 3. That's it. You just need 3 motivated individuals. And if you look at this picture, this is an example of Ms. Zena Edgehill's team. And if you're not there yet, you can be that next testimony. You can be that next superstar like Ms. Zena Edgehill and Mr. Ira Jackson and some of the other wonderful agents that we've been talking about that are doing great things out there. But you've got to start with getting your 3 and an outside customer so that you can start making your $5 a day, get that momentum, create some belief, and duplicate. Back to you, Fernando.
Exactly. And this can happen in a very short time, Wendell. If you have your momentum bonus that you still haven't triggered yet, go to your back office. And if your clock is ticking and you're pretty close to losing the bonus, don't lose it. Get back with the person that brought you in and say, listen, I want to create a plan of action because I want to make September the month to remember. Because next month, your story could be here. And we can be hearing from you. How is it that you made that happen? Because we did hear from Ira and Zena last week. Was it last week, Wendell?
It was last week. And man, what powerful testimonies these 2 individuals shared with us last week, you know, to the point where Mr. Jackson's testimony made us all, if we didn't cry, we got teary-eyed. Back to you, Fernando.
That's right. All right. So we're almost done. So there it is. Congratulations once again, Zena Edgehill. See, she's the highlight of our team because she's made this happen in a very short time. So we're very proud of you. And I know that this is not where you're staying. She's already aiming for the 90, Wendell. And she says she's going to end up with 180 this month to be able to be, let's move on to the next portion of our recognition because we're almost done. Right here to the right. Well, let's talk a little bit about that before we talk about the scoreboard that we have here, which is how many enrollments are you doing this month? I want you to grab a piece of paper and write down how many enrollments are you committing to this month. If you want to put it in the chat to start creating exposure, hey, we give you kudos because you're exposing yourself already, and we're going to write your name down. Okay, so don't be afraid. You can expose it if you want, but think about it. How many enrollments are you doing this month? What ranking position will you achieve in the compensation plan? Well, Mr. Wendell Phil, let's talk a little bit about this gentleman. If you can read his name and let us know what he did this past month.
So Mr. Montalvo Lewis, who is from Coach T's organization. And again, you know, so this is why I love what we do, right? We not only recognize folks in our organization, in our lineage, but we want to recognize those that are also in other lineage. This is Brian Bean's lineage. And again, look at Mr. Montalvo Lewis's numbers. And you look at the list of names to your left. Look at what he's done, even compared to top leaders in our organization, right? And so, you know, what he's done, he's gone out and he's done this within less than 30 days. He's gone out and showed duplication from the $5 a day up to $100 a day, right? As a 5-star executive director within MWR. I mean, I believe he has set the record, Fernando, in terms of what can be done in a short period of time. So here, you wrote it here. Mr. Montalvo Lewis has went from $0 to $4,500 per month with 195 enrollments with his team in August. 5-star executive director in less than 30 days from starting in this business. And so, you know, when you look at what he's done, if he can do it, we all can do it. You know, I'm not a fan of things being an anomaly. Why? Because I've seen too much in my 52 years of living on this earth where if one can do it, we all can do it. It's just a matter of it's a numbers game, right? Who are you engaging? Who are you having conversations with? Are you willing to do what you did, Fernando? When you got into this business, you called over 2,000 people in the span of, I believe, 90 days.
Yep.
You know, a lot of us aren't comfortable with doing those things. But that's what an individual like Mr. Montalvo Lewis is willing to do. He's willing to do the uncomfortable. He's willing to sacrifice his weekends, his time to make this business a reality. So you got to do what it takes now so that you can enjoy the life that you want in the end. Back to you, Fernando.
And the good thing about this, Wendell, thank you so much for elaborating on this. It's $150 per day.
Thank you.
The good thing about this, guys, is you can start today and you can control your pay raises. You don't have a boss here, Wendell, telling you, hey, we got to see, our entire staff, in the corporate office needs to talk about this. I begged for a pay raise for 3 years, Wendell, when I was a plumber. I never got one. He got a pay raise from 0 in less than 30 days to $4,500 a month, plus all the bonuses that he has been able to earn. This gentleman easily earning bonuses, what, $1,500 in momentum bonus, plus the enrollments, plus the weekly performance bonus. I mean, he's generated some aggressive income starting from scratch. And now we can talk about the list of the leaderboard of champions. You see how everything rotates, Wendell?
Absolutely.
Different names, right? Different names at the top. We're only getting started. This is the first week. So Wendell, let's elaborate on this so we can kind of wrap up and let everyone get on the phone and start building their checks.
Absolutely. So listen, as you said before, September is the month to remember. And so you've got to do the things that you're not comfortable with, whether it's posting, whether it's mentoring or being mentored, getting a mentor, partnering with someone, going out and speaking to an agent or doing a lunch and learn. You've got to give of yourself, give of your time. We talk about this all the time, Fernando, where we'll go out with our team and we'll do a free seminar on financial literacy, whether it be debt reduction or a bill shredder or any of our different strategies that we offer, but we're giving free information to people that need it. And then they can in turn decide, you know what, I need to become a subscriber of the services that you're offering. And that's what it's going to take, is that you're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to start having conversations that you don't normally want to have. You know, you might be, we talk about that in our reading club. You might be shy, you might be an introvert, but it's just, you've got to find a way to unleash that energy and get your name here, because what really matters is the legacy that you're leaving for your loved ones and your family. And so here we're starting out right now. The month is new, and here's who's on the leaderboard: LaDaisha Isaac, Linda Johnson, Ronald Matree. These are the folks that have brought in 2 either qualified marketing directors or a customer. And then look down below, you're seeing the ones that have brought in 1, you know, all, you know, from Alberto Hardy to Andrea Grimaldi, Angela Bingham, Aretha Scott, Benjamin Dickerson, Benjamin McCray. Congrats, Benjamin McCray. Bertie Alston, Katrina Jan, Sifa Spicer, Charles Ivory. Again, that's I believe that's the Ivories, the folks that we show their testimony again, but they're starting out. Claudia Morris, Cynthia Brain, Diana Townsend, Dwight Thomas, and I can't see below that. Let me just see. Yeah, I can't see below that, Fernando.
Dwight Thomas, Enrique Blancas, and then Eric Alexander Wilner.
That's our partner, Mr. Wilner. And
wow.
And so, you know, when you look at this, Fernando, you know, again, you see the names rotate, you know, and I really want to go back to the Goal for Gold, the August recruiting leaders. Look, I want to go back to Montalvo and Brian Bean. Mr. Brian Bean is our #1 income earner in all of MWR. But look at Mr. Montalvo Lewis. I say this emphatically and I say this respectfully. There's room at the top, and all you've got to do is work on your skill sets. Work on your skill sets, get the basics down, and you can compete with the best of the best. Because if one man can do it, we all can do it. Back to you, Fernando.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Wendell, for elaborating on this. We're wrapping up the event, guys, but we want you to leave inspired, that you got to make September the month to remember. Make sure that when you talk about this month of September, you can still talk about it a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. When I made my decision to make 2,500 calls in 90 days, Wendell, I was in a very bad situation economically back in 2009, March of 2009. I will always remember that month. But that turned my life around completely, because I sat on that chair for 90 days making 2,500 calls. Nothing like social media now. It's pretty fancy to make money now. Phone call after phone call after the meltdown. Every office in real estate was closed. So I kept on knocking on doors in those offices. And I knew that I was going to find a few. Well, it led into finding 24 customers and 16 team partners in those 90 days. And my life changed forever, because I made the decision. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of not seeing my life move forward. So guys, like Wendell says, it's going to take that you become uncomfortable. It's going to take that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of doing what you're doing. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, what's going to happen? You're going to continue to have the same results over and over and over again. So if you want the results to change your mindset. All right, so we're going to leave you all with this. Again, there's more recognition from the company, guys. There's first place, second place, third place, and this is what the company is giving us, Wendell. Make September the month to remember, guys. And I want to congratulate everyone on the team, Wendell, because we all brought together as a family, as MWR Kingdom Builders and FRB Empowering Diversity. We brought 78 new people. That means we changed the lives of 78 new people. From 100 was the goal. We were very close, Wendell. But this month, I know we can hit 100 and beyond. So if anybody wants to play, put a fire emoji where we're going to outperform 100. 100 enrollments this month. Remember, this is the month. September is the month to remember. So put fire emojis, guys, if you're going to play this month, because I'm playing. You're playing, Wendell. We're all playing. Okay, let's aim high for the first place. How about if you don't get the first place, but you get the second or the third, but play for your family, play for the team to win, because that's the only way we're going to win. So what is your goal? Talk about that with your teammates. Let them know and expose yourself. Say, hey, I'm speaking out loud my goal for the month, and I'm going to make this happen. Back to you, Wendell, so we can wrap up.
You know, Fernando, you said something that's so powerful. A lot of us don't set goals. And what I find, and I'm sure a lot of our leaders that are successful here, what they have found is that they set goals. And sometimes you might say, well, my numbers aren't realistic. Okay, well, if you set your goals high and you don't meet them, right? But you may fall short. But what if you're falling short? So let me put some numbers behind it. What if your goal is, let's say, 25 qualified marketing directors? And at the end of September, you brought in 12. Well, that's 12 qualified marketing directors. That could potentially take you from $5 a day, right? Now you're at $20 a day. That's $600 a month because you set a goal versus setting no goals. And then you achieve nothing because you didn't set any standards for yourself. 0 into 0, 0 times 0 is 0. So either you set a goal and you let everyone know. The second part that you mentioned, Fernando, you let your partners know, you let your leader know, hey, my goal for this month is 25 qualified marketing directors. And I want a plan of action to get there, right? And so that's the second piece, setting the goal, having some accountability, right? Letting your leader, your partner know, this is what I want to achieve this month, and then put a plan of action together. That's number 3. Go out and execute on those goals, because words without action means nothing. Faith without works means nothing. So you got to set the goal, let your partner or your leader know that you want to achieve this goal, and then go out and take massive action. What does that massive action look like? Well, you've got to come to the trainings, implement what you learn from the trainings, right? Coach Ben talked about getting started, right? Launch your business, plug into social media, go out and talk to other folks, do some lunch and learns. You've got to, I'm talking about actions, right? But here's what I want you to remember. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a college dropout, or you're a business entrepreneur, it really doesn't matter. What matters most is that you're here now, you're a part of something special, and you can change lives and make a difference. There's no excuse, because we have on this platform that you heard today, folks from every walk of life. I say this respectfully. Mr. Fernando said it himself, high school dropout. This man now is a 1-star going on 2-star regional, making significant income, leading a strong team. And he said it, he's not ashamed to say it. I didn't graduate college. I didn't need to, but look again, it's all about what you're willing to do. Are you willing to plug in and take that next step, or are you willing to have an excuse and have a crutch? Oh, I didn't come from another organization. I didn't go to college, or I don't speak English well. Ladies and gentlemen, eliminate the excuses. I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Eliminate the excuses. Coach T says it best. He talks about his background, his walk of life. Look at his team. Montalvo Lewis is part of Coach T's organization. Because why? They believe in eliminating excuses and taking massive action. So, Fernando, I'm going to leave you with the last few words, but I just wanted to share what was on my heart. I want folks to go out and do what Ira is doing, do what Zena Edgehill is doing, do what the Anna Rodriguez of the world are doing, single mothers, right? Just doing it. Look at Monifa. She's out on the job, but she's here. And so I don't want to exclude anyone or miss anyone. My point is, I want to motivate you and give you a reason why there is really no excuse why you can't succeed in this business. Back to you, Fernando.
Thank you so much, Wendell, for elaborating on that. And I want everyone to leave with this in mind. If you can write it on a piece of paper, the word Rita. Rita. If you have financial problems, make Rita your best friend. If you're stressing out that you're not making enough money, make Rita your friend. If you're having a conversation that you're not happy with, think about Rita. What does the word Rita stand for? Recruiting is the answer. As Coach Ben says, yes, recruiting is the answer, but convert recruiting into sponsorship. Because when you do that is when you start to establish relationships, and it's when you begin to fall in love with the people that you're going to work with and associate with, because they do become like your kids in business. They do. Okay, so care enough for people, but always make Rita your best friend for your financial problems, for anything that is stressing you in the business. Rita is the answer. All right. So, Wendell, I think we're going to open up microphones before we leave. Cameras, everybody is free to do so. And if anybody wants to share anything before we leave, feel free to raise your hand and just speak up.
Awesome job, gentlemen.
Coach Ben, thank you so much. Dr. G.W. Parker, thank you so much for being amazing leaders.
Awesome job, everyone. Wonderful
Congratulations.
presentation.
Congratulations, Mr. Jackson.
Hey, Desert Storm ain't done yet. It's stirring up.
We know it, Mr. Jackson, for sure. All right.
Great training, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. And who said that? Renee? Yeah. Was that
Next
your
Wooten.
Sandra?
Yes.
Yeah. Congratulations. Can't hear you.
Congratulations to Miss Julian.
Julia, congratulations. Your microphone.
Thank you, Ira. So glad to be here. Awesome training.
All right. Thank you.
Been in
For all
here
your
2
hard
weeks,
work.
Latanya.
2 weeks.
2
Wow.
weeks. And she did that in 2 weeks, right?
Wow.
Yes, Edna, thank you.
All right. Let's make
Momentum,
This is-
December the month to remember.
This was totally fabulous and very motivating. Got my brain just pumping like, how many I'm gonna get this month? How many of my team gonna do this month? We're gonna get something done.
Yeah.
We're going somewhere, y'all. We gotta get it done. Thank you. Ira, Zena, Fernando, just the whole team. It's the
Yeah.
fireball here. Train is on the way.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, everyone. Take care. Happy Saturday. Make September the month to remember. We'll see you all at the top.
And we'll see you back here next Saturday. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Wendell and Fernando.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Wendell.
Great
Thank you,
training.
Coach.
Congratulations are in
Coach
order.
Ben.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Have a great rest of
Fernando.
your Saturday.
Right.
Bye-bye.